Deep inside Russia's frozen Ural Mountains lies a place covered in endless snow, deadly silence, and a mystery that has remained unsolved for more than 60 years. In the winter of 1959, these unforgiving mountains became the final destination of 9 experienced hikers who never imagined what was waiting for them. Their journey began like any other expedition, but within days, every member of the group would mysteriously lose their lives in this frozen wilderness. The remote mountain pass was later named Dyatlov Pass after the group's leader, and it soon became one of the world's most famous unsolved mysteries. What forced these skilled hikers to abandon their tent and run into the freezing darkness? Even today, no one knows the complete truth behind that terrifying night. The expedition was led by Igor Dyatlov, a young engineering student and an experienced mountaineer. Alongside him were 8 skilled hikers, all ready for the challenge ahead. Their journey began with confidence as they crossed deep snow and freezing landscapes, believing they were fully prepared for the harsh conditions. Their goal was to complete a difficult ski expedition and earn the highest hiking certification in the Soviet Union. After days of traveling through the mountains, the team carefully set up their camp, unaware that this would become their final campsite. Photographs from the expedition show the group smiling, laughing, and enjoying the adventure. Nothing seemed unusual or out of place. Their diaries and cameras recorded every step of the journey, but after the final entry, the story suddenly went silent, forever. When the group failed to return on the expected date, concern quickly turned into panic. A search and rescue mission was immediately organized. Rescuers moved through deep snow and freezing winds, searching every possible route the hikers might have taken. Helicopters scanned the endless mountains from above, hoping to spot any sign of the missing expedition. Hours turned into days, but the mountains refused to reveal where the hikers had disappeared. Search dogs followed every scent they could find, leading rescuers closer to a discovery no one expected. Then, after days of searching, a lonely tent was finally spotted on the snowy mountainside. What they found there would shock the entire world. After days of searching, rescuers finally found the hiker's tent. It stood alone on the frozen mountainside, buried beneath the snow, with no sign of its owners. As investigators examined the tent, they noticed something disturbing. The fabric had been cut open from the inside, suggesting the hikers escaped in extreme panic. A trail of footprints led away from the tent. Some hikers had fled barefoot, while others wore only socks despite the deadly freezing temperatures. A flashlight was found lying near the tent, along with personal belongings that had been left behind in a desperate rush. The investigators carefully documented every detail, but with each new clue, the mystery only became more confusing. The silent campsite held no answers. It was only the beginning of a mystery that would leave the entire world searching for the truth. Not far from the abandoned tent, rescuers reached a large cedar tree. It was here that the first shocking clues began to emerge. Beneath the tree, the bodies of 2 hikers were discovered. They were wearing very little clothing, despite the freezing temperatures. Nearby, 3 more bodies were found, scattered across the snow as if they had been trying to make their way back to the tent. The footprints suggested the group had left the campsite calmly at first, but something had forced them into the deadly cold. Every new discovery raised more questions. The evidence didn't match any normal survival accident or mountain tragedy. As snow continued to cover the forest, investigators realized this case was unlike anything they had ever seen before. As investigators examined the evidence, they realized this was far more than a simple case of hypothermia. The injuries told a very different story. Some hikers had severe chest fractures and skull injuries, yet there were almost no visible wounds on the outside of their bodies. Medical reports described injuries so powerful that experts compared them to the force of a high-speed car crash. Even more disturbing, there were no clear signs of a fight, no footprints from strangers, and no evidence of an animal attack. As the investigation became public, newspapers across the Soviet Union fueled endless questions and speculation. With every new clue, the mystery only grew deeper. Even today, no single theory can fully explain what happened on that freezing night. The most widely accepted theory suggests that a small avalanche forced the hikers to cut open their tent and flee into the freezing darkness. Another theory claims the hikers witnessed a secret Soviet military test. The sound of rockets or explosions may have triggered panic that night. Some believe the group accidentally entered a restricted military zone and saw something they were never meant to witness. Scientists have also suggested that powerful mountain winds created strange infrasound, causing fear, confusion, and irrational decisions. One of the most famous legends claims the hikers were attacked by a Yeti. However, no credible evidence has ever supported this theory. Reports of strange lights in the night sky led some to believe UFOs were involved, but this theory has never been proven. After decades of investigations, no single theory has explained every piece of evidence. The Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. Decades after the tragedy, scientists reopened the Dyatlov Pass case using modern technology, determined to uncover what really happened. Powerful computer simulations recreated the weather, snow, and terrain to test every possible explanation. Satellite images gave researchers a better understanding of the mountain's landscape and the hikers' possible route. Drone footage revealed how isolated and dangerous the area still is, even after more than 60 years. Experts analyzed snow behavior, weather data, and forensic evidence to verify the most likely theories. Modern avalanche simulations showed that a rare slab avalanche could explain why the group suddenly abandoned their tent, yet many questions remain unanswered. Today, a memorial stands in honor of the 9 hikers whose lives ended in one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries. The silent mountains remain unchanged, guarding the secrets of the terrifying night beneath endless snow. Every sunrise brings new hope, but the truth behind the Dyatlov Pass incident still remains out of reach. People around the world continue to remember the victims, keeping their story alive through memorials and documentaries. What really happened on that freezing night in 1959? Perhaps the mountain knows the answer, and it may never reveal it.